Dear follower of geometric designs, you are welcome to this edition of our program, which focuses on Artlantis 5 interior rendering design. Now, in this program, I am going to show you the secrets to Artlantis 5 interior rendering. Now, a close look at this building on my drawing board screen shows the facade, the front view of the building that I've just finished the exterior rendering. Now, I want to take one of the inside of this building and render it, and then as well give you a guide to do your interior rendering. Now, I am going to pick specifically the sitting room of this building and do the interior. First thing I do here is I have to duplicate this view by clicking on this plus sign here. You can just even make a new view now. I'll free the coordinate because this coordinate is not. I'll free it. Now that the coordinate is free, I'll just click on my 2D view. My 2D view has just opened. Then remember I am working on this particular view. I will change the name. I will type the name interior. INT. Interior. /1. Interior view 1. Enter. So I am building on interior view this time around. Now this is the sitting room of this building. This is the sitting room. You can see the staircase area. This particular spot is dining. You have an entrance door here. But let me take my camera inside the building. This red dot here, remember, is the camera. This blue dot is the focus of the camera. I'll take this red dot into this place. Zoom. Look at the position where I want to position my camera. Then I want to move the focus out enough. Then I have to widen the view of the interior. Widen it to have enough view of the interior. You see what I've just widened? And then I'll move a little bit out of this place to create a gap between the camera and the wall of this interior. Now, take a look at what this interior looks like. We can see the ground, that is the floor of this room, and we can also see the top of the room, that is the POP. You can see it. Then, I think I need to see more of this POP. Let me go back to my 2D view and open this front elevation. In this front elevation, I'm going to move this blue dot a little bit up to give me more view of the POP slate. I'll click on my 2D view. That's okay. What next do I do? What next do I do? I have to lock the coordinate to avoid moving the camera. I am locking the coordinate of the camera. I'll click on it. So the coordinate of this camera has been locked. Now, this is what the interior of this building looks like. This is the sitting room. Now, the next challenge I know most Artlantis users always have is how to brighten the interior of this sitting room. It has always been a challenge to them. I'm going to show you the secret to that. You can brighten this interior view without having to bring in artificial light. That secret I want to drop to you now. Pay close attention. Now, having done that setting, click at this place. You see this? It said, show the clipping box in 2D view. Click it on. I'm just clicking on. Look at this other one. Activate the clipping box in 2D view and preview. Also, check it on. Then go back to your 2D view, Click on it. Now, let's search for what we click on now. Look at that thing we click on. Can you see the white dots? 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the 2D view clip. So we are going to move this particular spot. Leave this spot. We're going to bring this spot close. What as I move this spot close? What am I doing? I am trying to bring light into this sitting room. Light, natural light inside the sitting room. Watch. As I move it closer. This spot. Beautiful. Now, as you can see, the interior view of this power has just brightened. It is now bright without the aid of artificial light. It is now bright. I am now brightening this interior with the aid of the external daylight. That is what I've just used to brighten this interior. Now, I have not even added artificial light and the interior is already bright. That's the secret. I hope you've captured it. Look at the secret. Remember, once again, it is these two boxes here. Checking this on. Then you go to this your 2D view and then move this particular dot behind your camera. Once you move it behind your camera, it means, what it simply means is you have excluded this wall. The wall along this place has been excluded. You have deleted this wall. you have deleted this wall, even though the wall still exists there, but you have just deleted it temporarily, so that light now comes in this way and this way to lighten this interior. That's the secret. I hope you've captured it. Now, the next thing we do is we go into shaders. Shading. That is editing of the shaders here. So to do that, I have to click at this point and open my media browser. In this my media browser, I will go to my display user media and search for the media that contains the shader that I want. Let me search for it. Okay, I'm going to open this ArchiCAD library that contains some shaders that are interesting. I'll click on it to load. Now this my ArchiCAD library folder has just opened. I'm going to look for a wall shader that I will apply on this interior walls here to give me the look I want. Let me zoom through that. I think I want to make use of a wallpaper. I want to make use of wallpaper. I want to make use of this wallpaper. I'll click on my shader, drag this wallpaper, drop it here. Then go to my dimension and click here, and click OK. Then change this to horizontal, then increase the scale. Go back and increase the scale here again, click OK. Come back and increase the scale a little bit. Beautiful, you can see what this place looks like now. I'll click on my save. Now, the top part has a different color pattern there. I'll have to give it a wallpaper that will blend with this one underneath. Let me search for a wallpaper that I can blend with it. Wallpaper that I can blend with it. Okay, let me use this particular wallpaper. Drag it. Click there. Then click on my dimension. Click on this, and then click OK. Then change this to horizontal. Now take a look at both color. You see that this wallpaper and this wallpaper, they blend very well. That's for that. Then the next wall shader I have to hit here is this grand. This grand, the floor tiles. I don't like this existing floor tile here. I'm going to look for something that will complement with it. So I'll scroll here and search for this my shader pack 3. I think there is a wallpaper, there is a floor tile that I have there. Let me try this floor tile. I'll drag it and drop. Drag it and drop on this floor. Then go to my dimension here, change the value to 60. Also here 60. Then the gap between one slate of tile and another slate of tile should be 1 cm. Also 1 cm here. Then I will not do anything. I will open my 2D view to position the tile the way the tiler should apply it in the site during construction. Now, if a tiler is laying this tile, he will have to start somewhere here. You see how I position the tile? Then I will see this 2D view. Then click at this spot, and then click OK. Then change this vertical to horizontal. Now take a close look at our floor. If you take a close look at our floor, you'll see the tiny lines demarcating it. But we are having a dark line in between, showing you the original shader that is there. Look at that original shader. We are going to delete it. Beautiful. Then we can increase this color to white a bit so as to bring out a white line between one tile and another tile. Beautiful. The line has just appeared. Can you see that? Then we'll give this floor a little bit of reflection. Give it a little bit of reflection. Let's use 25 in 25 there. And click enter. Beautiful. It is now a reflective floor. The tile is now reflective. If you think that the white line that we have here is not showing properly well, we can go back and click at this spot and increase this value to appear very well. Alright, that done. What else do we need to work on there? This staircase, the tile of the staircase, the stairs. Let me search for a tile that fits in there. Maybe I want to make use of granite. Okay, let's go to Artlantis library and check for the one that fits in there. I want to make use of this raw granite there. So I will drag this raw granite. But before I apply this raw granite, I have to delete first the material that is there. We have Carrera marble. I'll delete it and apply this granite raw on it. I'll drag it and drop there. You see, it has just been applied there. I'll check this thing off so that it will give me a beautiful look there. Now, what do you see? The interior of this sitting room is looking beautiful now. Now, what else do? We bring in objects into this sitting room. Now, let's ask for objects. The first object we bring in are furnitures. Let's look for furniture. Let me go to my own media and search for furniture that fit in there. Let me open this alpha and see if I have furnitures that are interesting. Furnitures that are interesting. Okay, let me use this furniture and drop here. Wow. Let me click on my object. You can see the furniture I've just dropped here. I will change this figure to 180. Click enter. Then open my 2D view so as to position the sofa in a way it will not pose a problem in the sitting room. Watch out the way I position this sofa. You see, once somebody is coming through this door, there is this clearance gap here where you have to walk through the back of this place and enter the dining. But if you are looking at it here, it will seem as if this sofa is blocking the entrance to this place, not knowing that there is a free space behind this sofa for someone to walk and enter the dining room. So that's for that. The next one I have to bring in is, I think I need a single seat sofa to put in this place. Let me start where do I have to get that. Now I have this single armchair that I can put in this space here to add more seats in this sitting room. So I'm going to drag that armchair and drop it here. Wow. It's too large. I'll just type in a height of 1200. Click enter. This is the armchair I'm dropping there. Now I have to position the armchair properly. Give it 270. Rotating it at an angle of 270, then move it back. You see that? I think we have a beautiful scenario here. Now, the next thing we have to do is we have to consider the color of the fabrics that are used in the sofa. Now, if you take a look at this sofa, you observe that the fabric of this armchair blends more with this interior than this. So what I have to do, I will click on my shader and transfer the fabric of this armchair to this place by pressing down my finger on alternate key. On the alternate key, Alt key on my keyboard, I will press down and then press down my left click down my cursor on the fabric of this seat and move the fabric and drop it on this place. What do you observe now? I have transferred this shader to this seat here, and they all now have the same color. So that done. Then the next thing we look at is what other materials do we bring in here to boost this in the interior view of this place. I think we need to put furniture in the dining. Let's go for that. Let's go for dining furniture. Let me search for a good seat that can fit into that dining space there. Let's move down. Now, in this SketchUp to Artlantis folder, I have this dining set of seats here to put in my dining. Let me drag it and drop and see what it looks like. Let's drag it and drop on the floor there. And click on my object. Then open my 2D view and position it properly. Now take a look at the dining set that I just brought in. Just trying to arrange it. How do you see that? Beautiful. Beautiful. The next thing I have to bring in is a cupboard. I have to bring in a cupboard where you put glasses, cups, or beautiful cutleries that appeal to the eyes in this sitting room. Let me start for one. Let's start for a cupboard. Okay, look at this china cabinet. Let's try it and see what it will look like if we drop it there. Let's drag this china cabinet and drop on the floor of the dining there. Remember, the floor of the dining is elevated. Wow, look at the china cabinet. I'm going to move it back to this position. Beautiful. As you can see, we are giving more beauty to the building. Now, all these objects I've dropped here so far, I have to work on their radiosity to reduce the time they are going to take me in rendering. So I'll right click on this China shelf now and check it on low radiosity. The same thing applies to this dining set here. Change it to low radiosity. Then this sofa I will also change it to low radiosity, and this armchair I will also change it to low radiosity. And then click on my save. Now let me move this a little bit out and move this one out. Let's appreciate the interior of this sitting room. Now if you watch how this staircase looks dark, I am going to bring in a lamp into this place to brighten part of it. Now in this suite folder, I have this luster graphene light that I want to drop in this, I want to hang it in this staircase so as to reduce the dark shade here to make it feel like there is light pouring down in this stairwell. Let me drag it and drop. Look at the luster. I'm dragging it and dropping it on this. First, let me move this catalog a little bit away and drop this graphene on the floor here. I think it's very large. I'm going to change the figure here to 900. Beautiful. 900. Then I'll go to my 2D view and search for it. Can you see it here? Look at it here. Now, drag this light and bring it in the center of this place. Now, having dropped it at this place, I'll have to drag it up. I'll open my display front view. Can you see it? Then I have to move the point of attachment up. I have to move it up. Actually, I know the height I should place it. It should be 7,800. Because I know the height of my POP ceiling up there. That's the position it should be. I should go down to my 2D view and position it well. Making sure it is within the center of this plane. Now let's take a look. If you observe that space, now you observe that there is light flowing down in that space, and it shows that there is light. Now what do I have to do to this object as it is now? I have to change it to low radiosity to avoid consuming much time during rendering. So I will click at this spot first so that the object will come out, and I will right click on this place and save it as low radiosity and go back to this and check this box on again. So that done. If I feel like I don't want to have challenge in terms of moving it out of position, I will lock the coordinate of that object. Meaning at this position that it is now, the coordinate has been locked. So let's look at in the inside of this place and see one more thing that we need to bring in. Now we need to bring in our center rock. I need to bring in center rock here. So let's search for center rock in our object library. Now here in this custom Artlantis object, I have this carpet here to be used as center rock. So I'm going to drag it and drop here. Let's drag it and drop here. Wow, it's large. Now we are going to change the size. We are going to change the size. We are going to make it like 1200. Wow, it's becoming smaller. So I'm going to drag it and place it under this save. And I think that 1200 is not enough. I think I need to widen it a bit. Let me make it 2400. How do you see that now? That's beautiful. Then I will click on my save. So what else do I need to bring in? Yes, I need to bring in some paintings and place on this wall. Do I have paintings in this my library? I think I do. Let me start this alpha folder for painting. Now in this SketchUp to Artlantis folder, I have this framework here that I can paste on the wall to beautify my wall. Let me drag one. I'll drag this and drop it on the floor here. Then turn it 90 degrees. You see what it looks like. Then I'll open my 2D view to position it where I want it to be. My 2D view, I'll drag it. Looks large. Drag it. Making sure it touches the wall. Then I'll elevate it. Give it an elevation. Let's say 2100. You see the position. 2001. It seems like the object is too wide. Let me reduce the height here. Let me reduce the height to 1000. Beautiful. And then drag it closer this way. How do you see that on that wall? It looks beautiful. I'll click on my save to save that. Do I have other places that I have to put such kind of frame? Do I have other frame of such nature to apply in this design? Let me search if I have others. Yes, I think I have this particular frame here. I'm going to put it in the hall, in the stairway. On the wall of this stair, I'm going to apply it there. So I will drag it and drop it on the floor as well. And rotate it 90 degrees. Wow, 90 degrees means it's facing the wall. 270. Now, beautiful. Look at what it looks like. So I'll open my 2D view and position it where it should be. Look at it here. I'll move it. Move it to this staircase area. And give it a height of 2.4 meters. Like 2,400. Now take a look at its position in that our staircase. Meaning that while we are walking up this staircase, you'll be seeing that those picture frames there. It's beautiful. I can also bring it here. This particular frame, I'll also bring it inside this dining to add a beautiful view inside that dining. By duplicating it, I'll click on duplicate and drag it here. I will exit my 2D view and click on my OK to save. How does the interior look like now? I think it's beautiful. What else do we bring in? I think we need to bring in our light. We need to bring in light into this building. First of all, I'll have to bring in the ELD light. These are low energy lights, or that is normally called the POP light. I'm going to bring it inside here now. So let's search for it in our media browser. Now in this my browser, I have this low energy light I'm going to put on the POP slate there. But I will drop it on the floor because the anchor point is at the bottom, not at the top. If during the time of arrangement of this object, the anchor point is set at the top, I will just drag this ELD light and drop it at the top. But because the anchor point is at the bottom, so I will have to drop it on the floor here. Now I'll drop it on the floor. I'll give it its height because I already know the height of this position. So I am going to give it a height of 3,790. So I have to bring it up there. Then open my 2D view and position the light. Now in this my 2D view, I'll have to position this light in such a way that it will form a beautiful pattern. But to do that, I need to know the position it should be on the POP ceiling. So I'll have to check this off. Now, can you see the arrangement of my POP ceiling the way it is? So I'm going to drag it. Watch as I move it to this spot. This is the position where I dropped it. Then I'll have to right click on it and click on low radiosity so that it doesn't take me more time in rendering. Then I'll have to edit the light. I'll have to edit this light. The light has to be 360 degree here. It has to be 360, and I will change this value, the strength of the light, to 50 watts. I think it's okay for me. That way I'll click back on my object and then duplicate it. How do I duplicate it? I'll use the same multiple duplication process of pressing down on your shift key and your alternate key. The shift key and alternate key on your keyboard. Press both keys down at the same time. Then drag this object. You see what I just did now. Then tap my plus key. That just appeared. I'll tap again. 4 of it has just appeared along that line and then click enter. Watch what I have there. 4 lights have just appeared there. 4 lights have just appeared there. I'll also click on this one and select 4 of them and copy them towards this side. Click on duplicate and then move the 4 of them towards this area. Beautiful. So I now have lights on this area, but you can't see it because of the level of view of your camera. Then I'll click on my save. Remember, Artlantis 5 does not do automatic saving. Therefore, I have to do saving continuously in order to avoid losing my work if the system trips off. Now, I have to lie this light along this area as well. So, I'm going to use the same process of multiple duplication. The shift key and the alternate key pressed down at the same time, then draw a line this way. Let's stop here. Then, tap my plus key. How many of feet do I want along this place? I think I'm okay with this number. I'll click on my enter for them to appear. They have just appeared. Can you see them? Can you see the light? You see them? They just appeared there. Then I have to take these lights, a copy of them, and place along this area. So I will duplicate them and move them to this position. You see that? By this way, I now have ELD lights on top of my POP ceiling. I'll click on my save. And then free the lights. So, how does it look? It looks beautiful. We are coming. We're adding more lights. Then, what I have just done here, I'll also repeat it along this area, within the dining area, so as to give light, ELD light, POP ceiling light in that area. Let me take one of these light by duplicate. I'll move it here. Now I have to copy this light right around this perimeter of this POP ceiling of the dining section. What as I do that using my multiple duplication method. Now, having finished putting my POP ceiling light in the dining, I have to click on my save to save the good work I have done so far. Then, look at what we have here now. I think having installed the furniture that I have here, the next thing I have to look at is, I think there is one more thing that I have not done here. That is a hidden light that I have inside the POP. I'm going to activate the light now by using a shader. Let me use this neon shader for it. Look at that hidden light, this translucent glass wood. I'm going to use this neon light. Add to it as a shader. Can you see it? I've given it a shader. And I have to increase the power of the light. You see my POP ceiling is glowing. Then I'll change the color of that light. I think I should figure out bluish. See what it looks like here. Watch what I'm doing. I'm trying to give it a tone of blue. A tone of blue. That's what I'm giving the hidden lights. Now I'm that done. I'll click on this, my frontal, move it to perfectly white, and then move this down to 0. Let's take a look at what it looks like there. Beautiful. Then let's allow the system to clear so that we get a good view of this interior. Exercise patience as the system clears so that we can have a good view of this interior. Now our system has just cleared and you can see what the hidden light looks like. It looks like the strength of the hidden light is more. So we go here and turn down the power of the hidden light a bit. Move it down to 2.5. 2.5. Enter. Then allow the system to settle again before we can now click on our rendering. Now the system has cleared, and as you can see here, this blinking light has turned green. So I think we can go for rendering now. So we click on my perspective, then click at this port, and then having set these rendering parameters, there is no point adjusting anything there again, because any adjustment now will affect the whole of the outlook of this interior view of this picture. So I'll just click on my OK for it to start rendering. Now exercise patience and watch as the rendering machine renders this picture now. Wow, this looks so nice. As you can see, the system has finished rendering the picture. So let's close this. Then let's minimize our drawing board and search for the position where the picture is and see what it looks like. Let me refresh my system. Can we find it here? Can we find it here? Interior 1. Look at it here. Take a look at the beauty of this interior view. How does it look like? I know you will like it. I know you like it. This is beautiful. Now, from what we've just done now, you have seen the secret of setting the interior of your building in Artlantis and how to give it an interior lighting to make it bright. Now, from this, you don't have to worry about lighting the interior of your building in Artlantis anymore. With this, your problem with interior rendering in Artlantis is solved. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for watching.